thought the guilt would crush me, that mercy had closed its door. I didn't think you'd find me under shame I couldn't ignore. I was drowning in decisions, with regret like heavy chains. But you broke in through the silence and called me by my name. No one knew the war I carried, the mask I wore each day. I looked fine from the outside, but my soul had lost its way. Then you ran into my ruins with fire in your eyes. You weren't scared of what I'd broken, you just saw a soul to rise. Where the world had drawn a line, you crossed it with your love. You stooped low to lift me high, a rescue from above. Your grace outrun my story and covered every lie. I saw grace running like a river wild, right when I felt most lost, most defiled. You held my shame and wore it proud, and shouted mercy out loud. Where I saw endings, you drew a start, wrote redemption on my heart. I saw grace running, not walk but race, straight to my weakest place. I used to think I had to earn what only love could give, but you never asked for payment, just surrender so I'd live. You never turned away, no, not once, not in my mess. You pulled me from my shadow, wrapped me in righteousness. I've learned grace isn't passive, it doesn't sit and wait. It moves at the speed of heaven when a sinner lifts their faith. I thought I'd burn the bridge too far, then maybe I'd run dry. But you keep showing up with mercy, raining down from open sky. Now I walk with head held high, not by pride but by your name. The one who never flinched at me, but bore my sin and shame. Your grace outran my story and covered every lie. I saw grace running like a river wild, right when I felt most lost, most defiled. You held my shame and wore it proud, and shouted mercy out loud. Where I saw endings, you drew a start, wrote redemption on my heart. I saw grace running, not a walk but race, straight to my weakest place. No more hiding, no more fear. Your love has drawn me near. Where I was empty, you poured full. Your kindness made me whole. Final. I saw grace running.
I've prayed prayers that echoed silence. I've sung when no one heard, felt forgotten in the waiting, holding tight to every word. I've walked through fields of failure with questions in my hands, but something deep inside me knew you'd still fulfill your plans. I've watched others get their healing while I stood in the rain, wondering if you saw me or if you'd delay again. But I've tasted just enough of you to never walk away. Even when I don't have answers, still I choose to stay. You've never let me know it, it's always torn praise beneath this sky. I'm still believing, even here, even now. Though it's hard, I won't let down. Be louder than what you've declared. You are faithful, you are there. I'm still believing through the ache. My heart may bend, but it won't break. I'm standing on what I can't see. Still believing you're not done with me. I've watched dreams fall like leaves in autumn's empty wind, but you've taught me every ending is where you can begin. I've sown tears into the soil, prayed through heavy nights, but joy comes in the morning, and you still win the fight. I'm not here for comfort, I'm here to be made whole. And even in the crushing, I've seen you shape my soul. So I won't fake perfection, I won't hide the cracks I bear, because you've met me most completely in the rawness of despair. I still believe in breakthrough, I still believe you heal. And if it takes a lifetime, still I'll kneel. Though I don't see it yet, I know you've never lied. So I plant my praise beneath this sky. I'm still believing, even here, even now. Though it's hard, I won't let down. Be louder than what you declared. You are faithful, you are there. I'm still believing through the ache. My heart may bend, but it won't break. I'm standing on what I can't see. Still believing you're not done with me. I didn't see a pathway, just a wall that blocked my view. But you saw a hidden river, and you gently pulled me through. I built my plans on mountains, but they crumbled to the sea. Still you taught my soul to trust, not in place, but in thee. The world said I should panic, that faith had run its course. But you came in like thunder, with love that held its force. Even when the doors were bolted, and the night outstayed the dawn, you whispered, I'm the answer, even when it feels I'm gone. I didn't understand it, why the road would twist and bend. But you never promised easy, you just promised you won't end. You never take me where you won't stay. Even in the shadow, I'll be okay. You are the way through, not just the way out. You hold the peace I dream about. Through every trial and breaking day, your truth has always made a way. You are the way through, not just escape. You draw me close when I can't fake. So here I am with arms stretched wide. You are my path, my faithful guide. I prayed for you to move the storm, but you taught me how to sail. You trained my hands for battle in the middle of the gale. The waves, they tried to drown this lane. You never take me where you won't stay. Even in the shadow, I'll be okay. You are the way through, not just the way out. You hold the peace I dream about. Through every trial and breaking day, your truth has always made a way. You are the way through, not just escape. You draw me close when I can't fake. So here I am with arms stretched wide. Shepherd in the storm, the light where fears are born, not just the calm. You're in They said the fire would finish me, that I'd never walk again. But what they didn't know was you were standing in the flame. They saw ashes, but you saw glory where others saw defeat. You laid a table in the valley and called me to your seat. I've wrestled with the silence, I've cried through restless nights, but every moment bruised by battle has only sparked new life. You turned my broken seasons into rivers that still run. And what I thought was over, you were only just begun. I've worn the weight of sorrow, I've carried heavy chains, but you cut through the burden and called me by my name. This is not the end of me, this is where I rise, from broken into beauty, beneath redemption's skies. You restore what time has stolen, you bring light to what was dead. This is not the end of me, I'm just getting started. You've turned my graves into gardens unguarded. Where fear once ruled, now faith takes ground. I lift my voice with heaven's sound. You've written hope in every scar. You meet me right where the hurting are. This is not the end of me, it's just the start. Stir a whisper, but I know who holds the pen. The author of my future won't let darkness win again. I've walked the road of doubting, I fall into my knees, but every time I broke apart, you gathered every piece. My story isn't over, it's carried by in midnight will shine in morning's light. You restore what time has stolen, you bring light to what was dead. This is not the end of me, I'm just getting started. You've turned my graves into gardens unguarded. Where fear once ruled, now faith takes ground. I lift my voice with heaven's sound. You've written hope in every scar. You meet me right where the hurting are. This is not
I've seen pictures of your kindness, felt whispers of your grace, but nothing could have prepared me for the power in your face. Not angry, not ashamed of me, just fierce and full of love. Eyes like burning fire that see straight through the rough. You don't blink at broken pieces, you don't flinch at what I hide. You burn away the lesser things I've used to feed my pride. And still you call me chosen, still you draw me near. Your gaze isn't to shame me, it's to set my soul clear. You see the wounds I try to dress, and blaze right through the fakeness I confess. You don't just look, you restore. With every glance I'm changed once more. Your eyes are fire, holy and true. They burn away what's not from you. You see my soul, not just my skin. You break the shell and heal it within. I'm not afraid, I won't retreat. Your gaze is where my life finds heat. So look on me, Lord, refine my soul. Your eyes like fire are making me whole. I used to run from exposure, scared of what you'd find. But now I run toward your presence, craving what's divine. Because you don't destroy what you expose, you just make beauty where the ashes grow. I feel your gaze in worship, I sense it in my fight. It's like a furnace of compassion, setting wrong things right. Not a glare of condemnation, not the stare of wrath, but a blazing invitation into a healing path. So here I am, undone and known. In your presence I've truly grown. You don't just look, you restore. With every glance I'm changed once more. Your eyes are fire, holy and true. They burn away what's not from you. You see my soul, not just my skin. You break the shell and heal within. I'm not afraid, I won't retreat. Your gaze is where my life finds heat. So look on me, Lord, refine my soul. Your eyes like fire are making me holy. What isn't pure? Your love is harsh, but it's the cure. Let my life reflect your flame, consumed but never left the same. Follow north, your eyes are fire, and now I burn with passion that I didn't earn. You changed me not by force or fear, but by a gaze that drew me near. Forever I will seek that flame.
They didn't break with a sound, no thunder or a crash, just a whisper from your spirit, and the weight turned into ash. No army came to rescue, no lightning split the sky, but in the stillness of surrender, I heard freedom cry. I didn't have the words to fight, didn't even raise my hand, but you stepped into my prison and broke what I couldn't stand. It wasn't loud, but it was final. When grace filled up the room, the chains fell quiet, disappeared like flowers start to bloom. No crowd to cheer, no flash of light, just a savior speaking life into my night. You don't need noise to bring the wind. You conquer gently deep within. The chains fell quiet, they slipped away. No one saw, but I still praise. You didn't shout, you didn't strain, just whispered truth, then broke the pain. Now I'm standing free and whole. You wrote redemption on my soul. You came in stillness, but you stayed in power. The chains fell quiet in that hour. I thought my freedom would feel loud, like a roar or holy quake, but it came soft like mercy does, wrapped in every ache. You didn't wait for me to rise. You met me on the floor with grace that keeps on giving, and a love that needed more. I didn't hear the chains hit ground, no echo through the hall, but I knew they weren't around me when I stood up tall. You move in ways that hearts can feel, more real than anything that steals. So now I live not bound, not bent, but walking in the love you sent. You don't need noise to bring the wind. You conquer gently deep within. The chains fell quiet, they slipped away. No one saw, but I still praise. You didn't shout, you didn't strain, just whispered truth and broke the pain. Now I'm standing free and whole. You wrote redemption on my soul. You came in stillness, but you stayed in power. The chains fell quiet in that hour. They said I'd always carry shame, but you erased it. I didn't build this altar on a mountain high. It was forged in the fire beneath the weeping sky. I laid down my pride, my broken plan. My offering wasn't gold, it was just who I am. They said I needed strength to enter your flame, but you wanted surrender more than fame. So I came with wounds that still bleed slow, and found that holy stars where ashes go. You never asked me to be whole, just willing to hand over control. You light the fire where faith begins, and turn surrender into wins. I built an altar in the fire, where pain became my pure desire. You met me there, you burned away everything I didn't need to stay. Now what's left is yours alone, a holy flame, a cornerstone. I worship here, my one desire, at this altar in the fire. I've seen the smoke rise from my plans, watched you remove with sovereign hands, and what I thought would be my end became the place you called me friend. You never waste the broken part, you carve out glory in the dark. Every spark that burned me down, you used to build a higher sound. violet you wanna bloom. Here I am, all in, no mask. Set me apart for your holy task. This altar in the fire still stands, built not by stone, but by your hands. I bring my life, I bring my cry. Consume it, Lord, with heaven's fire. Let the fire rise, let it consume all that hinders what you want to bloom. Here I am, all in, no mask. Set me apart for your holy task. The world tried to silence what you placed inside, told me to bury the joy I can't hide. Storms came like thieves in the dead of the night, but they found a flame they couldn't fight. I've been pressed, I've been bruised, even questioned my worth, but you've shown me worship is born in the dirt. No devil can take what heaven designed. This melody's yours, this heart is aligned. When the lies came loud, you tuned my ears to sing through pain, to sing through tears. You gave me this voiceful glory, not silent shame or fear-filled stories. They won't steal my song. It's rooted in grace, written by mercy, soaked in your face. No battle, no chain, no darkened day can take away what you let me say. I'll sing through sorrow, through right or wrong. They won't steal my song. They won't steal my song. I've worshipped with nothing but a whisper left, but even that was holy breath. You don't ask for volume, only heart. And even a whisper tears the dark apart. They can mock, they can doubt, say this hope is weak, but I've seen your glory when I couldn't speak. Now my praise is defiance, a war cry and fire, a sound from the ashes that keeps rising higher. I sing not for answers, I sing because you're good, even when nothing looks like it should. You gave me this voice for glory, not silent shame or fear-filled stories. They won't steal my song. It's rooted in grace, written by mercy, soaked in your face. No battle, no shame, no darkened day can take away what you let me say. I'll sing through sorrow, through right or wrong. They won't steal my song. Let the winds rage and rivers rise, I'll lift my praise into the skies. I wasn't made to suffer in silence. Worship is my holy violence. Final won't steal my song. Not now, not ever. You've been too faithful, too close, too clever. This sound belongs to heaven's throne. You made this voice, I'll make it known. So I'll keep singing loud and long. They won't steal my song. I've been walking through a desert with no end in sight. Hope felt like a stranger, and faith a fading light. My prayers felt empty, my voice barely strong, but you never left me, you were with me all along. Every tear I cried, you caught in your hand. When I was too weak to stand, you helped me understand. It's not always loud, it's not always clear, but even in silence I know you're near. You saw me gasping under weight I couldn't bear, and stepped into my wilderness with holy air. You whispered softly, you're not done, and filled my lungs with the breath of the sun. When I had nothing left to give, you taught my soul again to live. You made me breathe again in the middle of the fight, restored my lungs with morning light. You are the wind that lifts the flame, the breath inside my weary frame. I'll praise you now through broken skin. You are the reason I breathe again. I used to measure favor by the things I could attain, but you showed me deeper mercy, growing in the pain. I tried to be perfect, to earn a place near you, but you sat with my ashes and called them holy too. Now I don't strive to be enough, I rest in what you've done. For even in my struggle, your victory is won. My heart beats softer now, still scarred but full of peace. You've turned my gasp for air into songs that never cease. You don't need perfection, you want my surrender. And in my breaking, you're the mender. When I had nothing left to give, you taught my soul again to live. You made me breathe again in the middle of the fight, restored my lungs with morning light. You are the wind that lifts the flame, the breath inside my weary frame. I'll praise you now through broken skin. You are the reason I breathe again. This breath I have, it's not my own. It's grace that sings from flesh and bone. You spoke and chaos had. I used to think you moved in haste, that blessings always came post-chase. But now I know you're not a rush. You speak in stillness and sacred hush. I've begged for doors to open wide, but you've held me in the pause with pride. There's beauty in the moments slow, where roots grow deep and waters flow. And though I haven't seen it yet, my heart is learning to forget the fear that said delay was loss. You're working wonders on the cross. So I stay planted in this place, not forgotten, just held by grace. are not late. You're weaving gold in every quiet story told. There is heaven in the waiting, joy in every holy pacing. You're not absent, you're involved in every prayer not yet resolved. I will not rush what you will grow. I trust the hand that runs the show. So I'll praise you with my breath sustaining. There is heaven in the waiting. I used to chase the finish line. Now I chase your heart in time. No longer fighting for the end. I'm learning how the journey ends. You speak in ways the silence hears. You hold my hopes and catch my tears. There's treasure in the slow unwind. You reveal the gold we never find. When we're sprinting past the pain, missing you in every grain. So let the clock run slow today. I'll praise you anyway. You are not late, you're weaving gold in every quiet story told. There is heaven in the waiting, joy in every holy pacing. You're not absent, you're involved in every prayer not yet resolved. I will not rush where you will grow. I trust the hand that runs the show. So I'll praise you with my breath sustaining. There is heaven in the waiting. Every moment holds your name. Every pause declares the same. Your presence doesn't need to shout. I lost what I thought I'd always keep. Watched dreams dissolve, cried myself to sleep. I ran out of answers, out of strength to fight. But I found you deeper in the night. The world said I was finished, too broken to be whole. But you came in with resurrection and called life to my soul. You didn't fix it all at once, you didn't change the scene, but you filled the space with glory I had never seen. I learned that worship isn't loud when all is well. It's born in the silence where sorrow fell. And when there's nothing left to bring, my heart still knows how to sing. You are the reason my soul stands tall. Even with nothing, you're still my own. When I've got nothing left but praise, that's when I lift my loudest praise. You're worthy in the dark, worthy in the pain, worthy when it seems there's nothing to gain. Even empty hands can glorify. You catch my tears and sanctify. So I offer this broken phrase: Jesus, I have nothing left but praise. I've praised you on mountaintops and now from the dirt. reputation or polished faith. You draw near to the shattered place. So here I am with trembling voice, not because I have to, because I choose the choice to bless the name that stayed through loss, who held me steady beneath the cross. If I never get the why or the healing I plead, you are still enough, still all I need. And I found joy that won't be shaken, built on hope that's never taken. You are the reason my soul stands tall. Even with nothing, you're still my all. When I've got nothing left but praise, and that's when I lift my loudest praise. You're worthy in the dark, worthy in the pain, worthy when it seems there's nothing to gain. Even empty hands can glorify. You catch my tears and sanctify. So I offer this broken phrase. Jesus, I have nothing left but praise. Praise is the fire when all else dies. It burns through the fear and silences a lie. I've questioned why you stayed when all I did was run. I've doubted you in verse 1. I don't wear my battles where they're easy to see. Most of my scars are buried deep in me. And there are days I smile but break inside, fighting fears I've learned to hide. But there's a Savior who walks through my pain, who doesn't just see me, he feels every strain. When I'm drowning in thoughts I can't control, he reminds me I'm the anchor of your soul. I've heard him whisper when my strength was gone. He's been the fire that kept me holding on. Even when no one else understood my fight, he stayed in the shadows with radiant light. He's not afraid of what I face. He stands beside me in that place. He knows my war, he's seen it all. Every silent scream, every private fall. He fights for me in the unseen. Turns my wounds into testimony. I don't have to fake it anymore. I'm loved by the one who knows my war. I've worn the armor, I've lost my grip, I've prayed with tears that never slipped. But he was there in every side, clear night and forgotten you by sun. But still you held me tighter than I could ever know, and loved me at my lowest when no one else would go. I've chased after illusions, dreams that fell apart, but you never changed position. You just waited in my heart. No accusation stopped you, no mistake could steal your grace. You kept knocking on the door, never I've questioned why you stayed when all I did was run. I've doubted you at midnight and forgotten you by sun. But still you held me tighter than I could ever know, and loved me at my lowest, where no one else would go. I've chased after illusions, dreams that fell apart, but you never changed position, you just waited in my heart. No accusation stopped you, no mistake could steal your grace. You kept knocking on the door, never once walked from my space. Even when I lost my voice, you heard my silent plea. You never let go, not even once. You fought to carry me. Your grip on me is stronger than the winds that try to break. You never let go of me, not once, not ever. Through failure, through doubt, through every endeavor, your love is relentless, your faithfulness sure. In every storm, you've been my cure. I'm safe in your hold, eternally free, because you never let go of me. I tried to earn what was already mine, work to be seen, to feel divine. But you don't love in measures or scale. Your mercy's wild, it doesn't fail. I've wrestled with identity, I've battled with regret, but you've called me chosen, and you've never left me yet. My past may try to haunt me, but your cross is louder still. It silences the voices that doubt your will. So I'll walk in grace, I'll sing my part, held together by a fearless heart. Your grip on me is stronger than the winds that try to break. You never let go of me, not once, not ever. Through failure, through doubt, through every endeavor, your love is relentless, your faithfulness sure. In every storm, you've been my cure. I'm safe in your hold, eternally free, because you never let go of me. Even when I turned away, your arms stayed open wide each day. You held my soul in perfect peace, a love that never knew release, that'll let go of me, and now I see. The pressure came like roaring waves, tried to drag my hope away. The battle burned for far too long. My hands grew tired, my strength was gone. But in the stillness, I heard you speak, a voice so calm yet fierce and deep. Don't give in now, don't let go. I've already fought the war, you just need to grow. So I gritted my teeth and I stood again, not by might, but by your hand. Though the arrows flew and shadows screamed, you reminded me I'm held by the King of Kings. You didn't promise ease, but you did promise peace. You said, stand stumble, I won't fall. I've watched others walk away when the cost felt too much to pay. But you've been too real, too true, too near to trade your voice for lesser fear. So I stand with tear-stained face in the armor of unshaken grace. Even when I don't feel brave, your spirit lifts me out the grave. The enemy tries to wear me thin, but you keep roaring truth within. So I won't quit, I won't back down. I'll raise my faith above this ground. You didn't promise ease, but you did promise peace. You said, stand strong, I'll never cease. I'll hold the line, I won't let go. Through fire, flood, and heavy soul, you fight for me. You made it known, I'm not abandoned, I'm not alone. When all I see is war and strain, your victory runs in my veins. I'll hold the line, you're worth it all. Even if I stumble, I won't fall. You are my strength when courage fades, my hiding place, my barricade. You draw the line and say, be still, and every storm obeys your will. So I'll hold the line, my hands raised high, the battle's yours to glorify. I'll stand until my knees give in, then rise again with holy grit. I'll hold the line until the end for you. I should have been buried under choices I made, but your mercy showed up and shattered the grave. I've run from grace, I've played with the flame. Still you call me beloved, not my shame. They saw failure, a runaway heart, but you saw a child with a brand new start. When the morning light felt too far to reach, you brought the sunrise straight to me. I had nothing left but a whisper and ache, but you held my soul before it could break. And when I gave up, thinking this was the end, you breathed on my ashes and called me friend. You didn't wait for me to be clean, you ran to me while I was still seen. Mercy woke me up when I was still in chains. It wrapped around my soul and called me by my name. No judgment, no demand, just arms stretched wide. Love like a flood, unstoppable tide. You lifted me from shame and dust. I rise today 'cause mercy woke me up. I remember nights I questioned your heart, wondered if you'd left, if we'd grown apart. But you never moved, you never left. You waited through the silence, every breath. Now I know grace isn't earned or bought. It's the scandal of heaven, love I never saw. You showed up not when I had it all together, but when I broke way for me to be clean. You ran to me while I was still seen. Mercy woke me up when I was still in chains. It wrapped around my soul and called me by my name. No judgment, no demand, just arms stretched wide. Love like a flood, unstoppable tide. You lifted me from shame and dust. I rise today 'cause mercy woke me up. I've stood in rooms with silence loud, where every prayer felt lost in cloud. I've seen the miracles you've done, but I've also sat beneath no sun. I know you're good, I know you're kind, but some days hope is hard to find. Still, I won't trade my faith for ease, even when you say, just trust and believe. I've carried dreams that never bloomed. I've seen closed doors and lonely rooms, but deep inside my spirit knows that you're still working even when it doesn't show. You're not a God of only yes. Even in waiting, I am blessed. I won't let my praise depend on outcomes that I understand. Even if you don't move the mountain, even if you don't calm the sea, I will worship with my whole heart. You are still enough for me. Even if I never see the answer, still I'll bow at your throne. You are God, you are faithful, even if you don't. I've shouted faith on mountaintops and whispered doubt when joy would stop. I've prayed with fire, I've cried in pain, but in it all, you still remain. Not just a God of open doors, you're in the waiting, you're in the wars. So I won't hold you to my script when your ways are higher and fully equipped. You don't owe me a miracle to prove you're real. You've already shown me through the cross, the seal. So come what may, I'll raise my hands and trust you with what I don't